Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. We got our loud and local band of the week, Torn. It's our loud and local band of the week, Torn. You want to find out how to get their music? Steve will let you know.
They've been around for a while. They had their 5th record, BJ. Check it out. It's called Lament.
And you get more info on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com. And you can get more local music Sunday nights at 8 o'clock right here on The Rock. It's a show called Loud and Local, and you get 2 solid hours of great Pacific Northwest music. Bands like Torn.
Let's play Beat Migs.
I will beat anyone that calls in to play the game. He's smarter than you. He'll make you look lame. 60 seconds on the clock. You're going down and I'm gonna rock. It's time to play the game. Yeah! Scream his name. Beat Migs. Don't be a loser. Beat Migs. You're a loser.
It is time for Beat Migs, and we've made it. It's Friday. Hey, let that Dennis jump in.
And swinging for the fences.
For the fences.
Grand salami, Julio Coolio.
I think Ryan Rollins right. Maybe we should
Happy Friday, everyone, and tune into the Mariners, and maybe Ryan Rollins Smith will say Julio Coolio.
He's not going to do it.
He says that I will buy him a sandwich.
Maybe on his podcast. Maybe he should try it first on his podcast with Grant Balfour.
Kind of float the idea out there a little bit.
See what Grant thinks about it.
I think everyone's going to stick with the damn J-Rod nickname. I noticed even on his Julio Rodriguez's Twitter page, it's J-Rod on there.
Oh, is it really?
That's like part of his username handle, like J-Rod44 or something like that.
Well, he's got to change it to Julio Gulio 44.
You can change them now, so
Yeah, you can.
No, he's got the check mark. If you change it, you never know what happened.
That's true. Yeah, don't mess with the greatness on that one. Let's get to our contestant today. We've got Kevin in Spanaway. Kevin, are you there?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. All right, Steve, get out of here. For those playing at home, Kevin will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Kevin, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yes.
John Paul Jones was bassist and keyboardist for what rock band?
The Who?
No.
Pass.
What does the E stand for in Chuck E. Cheese?
Cheese. Energy.
No.
Pass.
How many dimes make up $7?
70.
Yes. In which Russian city would you find Red Square?
Moscow.
Yes. The movie A Clockwork Orange came out in what early 70s year?
72.
No.
1.
Yes. Who played Tommy DeVito in the 90s movie Goodfellas?
Joe Pesci.
Yes. Who sang with Queen on Under Pressure?
Pass.
Which TV network ran the TV show Bonanza from 1959 to 1973?
CBS.
No.
NBC.
Yes. Which actor has been in Clueless, The 40-Year-Old Virgin, and Ant-Man?
Alicia Silverstone.
No.
Paul Rudd.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 correct.
Oh, all right.
Got some
see
good
how
ones
it goes.
there, and yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
Exactly. If Steve still has Julio Gulio on a brain, maybe he won't be able to get some of these answers.
Julio Gulio.
But I feel that there's going to be a couple that Kevin missed that Steve will get.
Yeah. I feel like Steve's got this.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that one as well. And like I said earlier, if Steve wins both of these, maybe it means that the Mariners will win their opener, right?
What about,
Okay.
like the Puxatawny Phil of baseball?
Yeah, sure, yeah. Kind of look like a groundhog.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know, but you know what? I don't think it's flattering.
I'll take it.
There we go.
Okay.
Thank you. Steve, are you ready?
Oh, I want to give a quick birthday shout out to a couple of friends, if I can.
Yeah,
First
do
off,
that.
to my buddy, my Pearl Jam brother and wrestling fan as well. A great guy, Craig Proper. Happy to have you in my life. Happy birthday.
Aw.
And then another man who's brought us a lot of joy in our bellies, baby. It's Trapper from Trapper Sushi's birthday.
Happy birthday, Trapper!
On my Facebook. So happy birthday, Trapper. You the man.
Ooh, might have to hit that all-you-can-eat buffet.
Yeah.
Or not buffet, but just the bar,
Yes. Give me all the sushi.
right?
And now I'm ready.
Oh, yes! John Paul Jones was bassist and keyboardist for what rock band?
That'd be Led Zeppelin.
Yes. What does the E stand for in Chuck E. Cheese?
Ecstasy.
No.
Oh, entertainment.
Yes. How many dimes make up $7?
70.
Yes. In which Russian city would you find Red Square?
Moscow.
Yes. The movie A Clockwork Orange came out in what early 70s year?
71.
Yes.
Oh.
Who played Tommy DeVito in the 90s movie Goodfellas?
Oh, man. Ray Liotta?
No.
Al Pacino.
No.
Robert De Niro.
No. Who sang with Queen on
Wow.
Under Pressure?
That would be David Bowie.
Yes. Which TV network ran the TV show Bonanza from 1959 to 1973?
NBC.
Yes. Which actor has been in Clueless, The 40-Year-Old Virgin, and Ant-Man?
Paul Rudd.
Yes. Which fictional park is the home of Yogi Bear?
Jellystone.
Yes. And Steve, you win. It's another nice one. 6-9.
Nice.
Sorry, Kevin, but I mean, it was at least a nice win.
Yeah, sorry,
Steve.
Kevin.
No, good job, Steve.
Thank you, my friend. Have a great weekend.
Oh, look at that. Good score. So glorious.
There we go. There he is. Almost perfect.
Almost.
18 out of 20, baby.
Oh, yeah, look at that. You did math. Good job.
Crushing it on the math. 70 dimes and
Yeah.
18 right.
Don't stretch it.
That's about as far as it goes.
While you're ahead.
Yeah.
There you go.
The only one that you did not get correct was who played Tommy in Goodfellas, and you kind of went around all of the staples when it comes down to
I know.
it.
I was just guessing all like the Buscemi?
No, Joe Pesci.
Joe
Come on.
Pesci.
Which is another staple for a lot of those movies as well. So
Do you think you're not getting that question right? Do you think that's funny? Do you think that's funny, Steve? Not getting it right?
and it's not BJ being BJ. That's actually a pretty good Joe Pesci impression there.
Clown.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Funny to you?
Yeah, I know. I don't think Pacino was in that movie, right?
I
feel like
was
he's
just
almost-
naming Italians.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
In
you name
mobster
Italian
movies,
mobster
yeah, I mean-
characters. It's not too far off, but I think everybody else was, but not Pacino.
Yeah, well, congratulations on your win, Steve.
Nice work, Stevie.
So it
job
says
for
even
you.
the medallion that hangs off of his necklace, Julio Rodriguez says, The J-Rod Show.
Well, I think it's time to change it to the Julio Gulio show.
Have you watched a video of the Mariners skipper letting him know that he was going to be on the opening day roster and he's coming up to the
I
big
did
leagues?
not see this. Is it as epic as it sounds like it could be?
It's pretty. It's like Goosebump City because you could just see like just the pure excitement in Julio's face, and was it Scott Service?
Yes.
It's just basically sitting him down, being like, "Hey, one thing we want you to just stay. Don't change the way that you play." Basically saying, "Hey, bring that energy, bring that fun-loving vibe that you have." And then he's like, "Hey, you think your parents are gonna be able to join?" And he's like, "I hope so." And he's like, "Well, we already let them know, and they're flying out to Minnesota." And it's just like, "Oh, that's so cool!" Like, what a. It's a pretty cool moment, and you could just tell that Julio was just beside himself. It's out there on Twitter. Major League Baseball put it out. We'll have to tag you in it so you can see it. It's a really cool video.
I'm telling you, man. I mean, we've got Haniger, we've got Winkler, we've got him, Kelenic, yeah, and then of course you got Kyle Lewis. That if he can, I don't know where he is on the injured list or not. If it's 30 day, 60 day, or if it's 10 day. But this team could be really amazing with like a plethora of outfielders. Really, when you think about it. if in fact those guys deliver the way people think they can deliver. And then you got Kyle Lewis, who's not even there yet.
I think it says he could be back in late August. Is that what it said?
Oh, is it late August? So
That's
that
a while.
okay.
Unless
that
it's
is
an
a
old
while.
story.
Okay. Oh, I didn't realize it was that long. Okay,
I could be wrong. I'm just quickly Googling, so
Yeah.
I'm Julio Googling it.
Yeah, it's. I mean, that's the sad thing, but that's the good news though for Julio, because I'm not sure if Kyle's on the team, if he makes the team. I just don't know. Yeah, so that's really awesome stuff.
Not the injury, but the Julio part.
Yeah, the Julio stuff. Yeah, exactly. And Kyle, hopefully you can play again, man. I mean, that's such a sucky thing. He was like our star, and
Rookie of the year.
Yeah, he was our star, and just hasn't been able to figure it out, unfortunately, because of injuries. Yeah. Anyway, 1:00 today, Root Sports, Mariners at Minnesota taking on the Twins. And, of course, they got Carlos Correa, that Astros pain in the butt, who now he's a free agent and went over to the Twins, so they got to deal with his dumbass.
Well, that's him for the next 3 games.
I know, it's 3 games, but I'm hoping he doesn't, just haunt us the way he's haunted us before. All right, well, it is time for Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. What do you want to talk about? We'll take your calls. We'll take your texts at 9:20 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Listeners on the Loose brought to you by Advanced Hair Restoration. And here's the thing, man. We know you wish to be heard. But Steve, he has a rule.
It's a simple rule, BJ, and that's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we're going to have to gong you. And then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
So we just texted, and I was about to read a different text, but they came in with some important stuff that they need an answer to immediately.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Guys, I need your help. It's an emergency. I'm stopped in front of a Wendy's, which is next to a Burger King and across the street from a McDonald's. Which one should I choose? Please hurry. I'm very hungry.
Ooh,
oh my gosh!
You know what? I don't know much about Wendy's breakfast menu, so I really can't comment.
You know what's funny? I was just thinking about lunch options at this point. It's 9:22 in the morning.
That's I know. For us, it's lunchtime, Steve. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm with you. I think if I'm Steve, I'm totally going to Wendy's and having some lunch.
But we did try the breakfast Baconator that one time that Rev brought it in for everyone.
Yeah,
it was delicious.
Ooh, okay. All right.
They go crazy with their breakfast stuff now because they've got like the honey chicken biscuit, which is probably the best breakfast sandwich I've ever had.
So we're going Wendy's, it sounds like.
Yeah, I'm absolutely going Wendy's.
But I think, doesn't Burger King have like a croissant egg sandwich?
Yes, and those are super good as well, but I'm still picking the honey butter chicken biscuit.
It looks like Wendy's has one too.
I mean, I think I would go with Wendy's just because I don't often go. It's rare that I get breakfast at a Wendy's. Like McDonald's, obviously, you can get a breakfast burrito and you're going to be just fine.
Yeah. Oh, really? How about an egg McMuffin with sausage and you'll be just fine?
You're going to be just fine.
Or how about, an egg and cheese McMuffin with ham and you'll be just fine?
You're just going to be fine.
And how about, okay.
Yeah, I feel like, the options are always there. There's a McDonald's everywhere. It's not often that you're by a Wendy's.
It's true.
Wendy's.
From a real estate standpoint, yeah. And you know what? Yeah. When was the last time you had a breakfast at Wendy's? I bet maybe never to this person.
Yeah, because it's fairly recent, the stuff that they've been doing.
What's the Burger King breakfast options? I don't even remember last time I had a Burger King.
They had a croissant sandwich, which I think that's what they call it, the croissant sandwich.
Yeah, and I think they still have that, and it's still really good.
It's really good.
They have the bacon, egg, and cheese croissant sandwich.
Oh, yeah, that's
sausage and egg, ham and egg.
All of your choices are solid ones. Maybe just get one from everything.
Now you're talking. Finally, some wisdom out of this show.
No. Wendy's for breakfast, and then go back for a Whopper for lunch in about an hour.
Get that Whopper,
Yeah, the double Whopper.
And then maybe swing by Wendy's again for the double stack.
Yeah, there you go.
That's good.
Because I had that while I was in Dallas. It was one of those. I was on my way to go wrestling. I'm like, I need to eat before, but I don't want to go too crazy. So what do? I stop at Wendy's and get a double burger, not a single burger.
All right.
But I didn't get fries. That's why that to me meant that I wasn't going crazy.
Yeah, you were just proteining up is all you were doing.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
See,
the bun almost doesn't.
I'm changing my mind. Go to Burger King because apparently you can get pretty much everything on one. It's like the fully loaded buttermilk biscuit. So it has the sausage, cheese, ham, and bacon.
Wow,
on a
that
biscuit.
is excessive.
Wow,
That is the wrong word.
Did Rev just use the word excessive?
Yeah,
when it came to
did.
food?
You see that? The thing is huge.
It's yuch. Yeah.
So it said he better hurry. Wendy's only has breakfast until 10.
Oh,
no.
hurry up.
He's got 35 minutes.
Well, he said he's right there across the street
Right.
from me. If it's
Yeah,
going to
right.
take him 35 minutes to get there, traffic's really bad where he is.
So my vote's Wendy's as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well,
I hope we
you know.
solved that for him. And let us know what you got and how was it. We still have 35
Yeah,
minutes.
if you
We
go-
should be able to get a review.
Well, if you go to Wendy's, I know how McDonald's breakfast is, and so I don't need a review of that because I love it. And the same thing with Burger King, unless there's something new at Burger King because I haven't been there for breakfast in a while.
And can you get a Frosty in the morning?
They did that frosty latte, didn't they?
Did they?
Yeah,
I thought
they had
brought-
like
I
something
feel
like that. Yeah.
I should have had that and never did.
Can I just get a regular Frosty, though, at,
I'm
at
sure.
9:25
No.
in the morning?
No,
I don't know.
They
No,
have
sorry.
a vanilla frosticino and a chocolate frosticino.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm positive they brought those in.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! I've got to have that again.
I think, again.
Well, maybe, you know what?
You can remember having
because
it.
I don't remember it in the first place, so I've got to have it again. I don't think did they bring those in, and
They
I
did.
had. Well, I don't think I got to have it. I think it was stolen from me because I would remember a Frosticino. Come on,
So it
you
says,
guys took it from me.
I just like, who goes a state halfway across the country and buys all of the same fast food they could get in their own state?
I wasn't going to say it.
I went somewhere, but the parking, I went to an area where I was going to go get some food before I wrestled on Saturday when I was in Dallas. I was like, I'm going to go check out some like local places, walk around. It was impossible to find parking. And then I started looking at the GPS, and for some reason there was some insane traffic going on. So I'm like, I better head to Arlington. So I got to Arlington. I'm like, I don't have any time. And there was a Wendy's. So that's where I decided to get a Wendy's.
Wow, look at you, man! You really,
Now, the McDonald's I got the other time, and then the
Yeah.
Sonic, that's a different story.
So
We'll
what
save
was
for
the
another
excuse
time.
then when we were in Chicago for us going to the Rainforest Cafe?
It was a standalone Rainforest Cafe. It wasn't even in a mall.
I'm standing with the texter on this one.
Yeah, I got no barbecue while I was there.
That's crazy.
Are you out of your mind?
It was just the way it was, man. I can't
So I
help
want
it.
to. I want to say though. Now again,
It was
I'm
a
only,
failure of a trip. Minus me winning.
I don't know how good Dallas barbecue is, but I know that Top Chef is the latest season is in Houston, and of course they just had a big barbecue episode. So I don't know. Is Dallas known for barbecue more so than maybe Houston or other parts of Texas?
in general.
I just thought Texas is known for
it's
barbecue.
just Texas.
It's
Well, I
anywhere
know,
in
yeah.
Texas.
Well, that's what I heard, but I don't know. Why is Houston getting all the love on Top Chef? Because that's where that's the chefy show. I mean, you figure they would go to the best place in Texas to
Dallas
have barbecue.
sucks, and probably Houston's better. I mean, that's-
I can't argue with you on a lot of those statements.
See,
actually.
you're one of those people, and you just like, if you can't find parking, you gave up. I would have driven back to my hotel and then called an Uber to take me to the place that you
Yeah.
were trying to go.
And we
I was,
did
I
that
was too hungry. I was like, I need this food, and I need it now.
and we did that before for White Castle. We made the taxi go through the drive-thru for that one.
That guy
Yeah.
hated us.
He hated it so much.
Yeah.
So it's like, I can't believe you went to Texas and you didn't get Whataburger.
Oh, Whataburger's amazing.
Yeah, Whataburger's good too.
It was on my list, but that didn't happen. I don't know what to tell you. Sometimes things happen, and but I did get barbecue when I came back to Seattle. I made it a point.
Oh, that great, well-known Seattle barbecue there.
Ted and I went and got lunch. They're like, what do you want to get? I'm like, I want barbecue to avenge the fact that I didn't get it in Texas. So we went to Jack's in the Soto area.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever been there, BJ?
I've not been to Jack's, but I've heard great things. I think I haven't been there anyway.
The hype is well deserved. It was amazing. Got the brisket with the burnt ends or the burnt tips, whatever.
Oh yeah. Well, now you see. Now you got to go get you. What you have to do is you got to go down to Texas and get some salmon and really, make just make it complete.
Just get some sushi in Texas.
Yeah,
Why not?
yeah.
Right?
Just go down and make it happen. Yeah, nice. It is listeners on the loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. You can also text us at 77999. More of your calls and more of your texts. We'll take those at 9:33 on the Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. It's listeners on the loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
I don't have the heart to break it to a texter asking if we're all going to the Mariners game today. Should we say yes?
We're actually on a plane right now.
Oh, yeah, it's weird.
I'd be honest with you. I mean, I would love to see a game at Target Field in Minnesota. I hear it's a great ballpark. I have yet to go there.
I hear it's very warm there.
Yeah, I heard it's got no roof.
I'd like to go in the summer. I don't want to go now.
See, I was just assuming the texter thought that the game was here at home.
Yeah.
She'd be like, yeah, man, meet us over at the Pen. We'll have some drinks.
True.
I wish they would let you go like watch games inside the stadium like that, though, at the Pen. How cool would that be? I would go and do that. It's a great place to hang out if they open up all the concessions and everything while the Mariners
do that
aren't
for
playing.
a Seahawk playoff game, if I remember correctly? Like they opened up the I could be wrong, but I thought they put like the game
A
on
lot
like,
of places do that.
big screen and
For the big
pen
games.
open. Yeah. Like a
for the-
playoff game or something.
Man, the Penn's an awesome joint, and you know, really, I think that would be a fun place to watch a game.
I know I am excited though to finally get to a game again. When obviously they're starting on the road, but once they get home, it'll be fun to go to some baseball games again. Especially
I know,
the
it seems like
afternoon
forever.
games.
I know. I was really sad that the Mariners like home opener is not it's on a Friday, but it's not
7
until
p.m.
late. And I was like, kind of like takes away the magic of going at 1:10.
Dude, those were some of the BJ. Remember those times? Rev 2 and Vicky, were you around for the opening day broadcast that we would do?
Oh, those
One
were so
of them,
fun.
yes.
Oh,
Man,
those things were fun.
They were so much fun because the day we would like do it at like the Pyramid Ale House or somewhere, and they would just feed us beer all morning.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, man.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Do you remember we had Grant Wistrom, former
Yes.
Seahawk player? He joined us, and him and I were like going. We were just drinking pitchers.
Yeah.
And midway through the show, he just announced his retirement because he was drunk. And I think he had every intention of announcing it that during the off season, but like he just said screw it and announced that he was retiring. I remember like it showed up on like some like NFL websites. Grant Wistrom on the show announces his retirement, and the whole
was
time
so
I'm like,
great.
they left out the most important part. He was crushing a pitcher of beer when he did
like
it.
a whole
That
picture,
is
like,
awesome.
and you were trying to keep up with like this
Yes.
football player chugging pitchers, and I know it didn't end well for you.
Spoiler alert, I did not keep up with
No, you did.
I was
No, it didn't
blacked out
happen.
before the game even started.
That's amazing.
Oh, it was so much fun. Right, and I think that was the same year that BJ's trying to entertain the Shaun of the Dead guys.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
Simon
yeah.
Pegg and Nick
Simon Pegg.
Frost, and you like BJ got them their first hot dog.
Dude, they were, I mean, and you know, Nick Frost never forgot it. You know, anytime I have an interaction with that guy, he's like, mate, I'll never forget the foot long. And it's like, you probably should put some context in that, Nick.
He remembers your foot long.
Yeah, I think I showed up finally at the section where you're sitting and they're all wasted and I'm wasted and I'm like, you guys need a foot long? I got a foot long for you.
Yeah, it was, those were some fun times, man, doing those live broadcasts for opening day. Yeah.
We would just get so hammered and it was so much fun.
And you needed to, because it was always, more oftentimes than not, it was a chilly opening day.
That's awesome.
One of my favorite ones ever was literally the first day I got hired because it was 16 years ago. We did the opening day broadcast and we decided to have, rock girls at the time wrestle in hot dogs, mustard, and ketchup in a kiddie pool.
In all
because it was
fairness,
baseball.
they were not rock girls. We would never do that to the rock girls. It was
Okay.
just random promotional models that we hired.
Okay, yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's right. We know how to separate, you know, the rock girls from the random promotional hot dog wrestlers.
Might be dancers on other occasions, but for that moment, they were promotional models.
I remember ruining a pair of shoes just because they were just covered in mustard.
That's odd.
It was pretty hot.
It was hot.
It was, and the girls were like, what are we doing? We're like, we really don't know either. We apologize for this dumb idea.
Honestly, one of the first games that I may go to this year may be against the Red Sox because Lily's coming out this summer and she gets here when they're playing the Red Sox and she's like, Dad, Mariners game, big screen again. And I'm like, okay, here we go.
All right.
Well,
no pressure.
Danny,
I think at this point, you got to get her to throw out the first pitch.
I know, right?
I'm going to let Lily know that.
I don't have any tickets to any Red Sox games this year, so Danny, if you find an extra one, you know what? I'll go with you.
Oh, cool. I'll hold you up on my shoulders and get you on the big
Thank
screen.
you.
Now you got to get BJ on the big screen as
I want
well.
to be on the big screen. I do.
We could put Lily on his shoulders, and they could be thinking, "Oh, that's that guy's. Oh, look at Grandpa and his granddaughter," and then
yeah.
it's a cute moment.
Grandpa
Oh
vibes.
yeah,
You don't want
Grandpa
that.
could get hurt. Lily's growing up to be a big girl.
Well, we'll have Danny right behind her hiding, so you can see her, and he'll hold her up. Really,
This is quite a stage moment. All right, we're gonna make sure we get some people to help us out with that, Danny.
All right.
There you go. So Mariners again today, 1:00 on Root Sports, taking on the Twins in Minnesota. Opening day. And very, very exciting. I'm excited about it. But yesterday, you think about it, yesterday was supposed to be opening day.
Yes.
And they moved it. But imagine if it was here. It would have been one of the most glorious opening days ever because of how wonderful the weather was.
So beautiful, yeah.
that would have been pretty sweet. And people would be like, "Wow, it looks like the weather's amazing in Seattle." And we're like, "Oh, just for one day."
Yeah.
It was funny. I was watching I don't know if you heard that on the Kraken game where like John Forsland at one point goes, I hear the weather's nice in Seattle right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you hear JT's response?
Yes, it wouldn't matter. I was sitting in my house watching the Masters or something like
it
that.
was like with the blinds shut.
That's awesome.
That's also a pretty Seattle thing.
Yeah, it pretty much is. I know people just don't, they won't believe a day like that can happen. But that used to be a typical summer day. Of course, now we're getting it in spring, and I don't know what we're going to get in summer. Probably will be on fire.
Yeah, right. Too much early.
I don't know.
Someone said, have you seen the Mariners hype video? Damn, some goosebumps on that. Another text said, earlier you guys played that Mariners Aaron Jones video. Can you play it again? I'm taking a half day off at work so I could go home, watch the game. Let's go Julio Gulio.
Yeah.
That's it. This will stick. If he starts hearing about this, he's going to go, who the hell's calling me Julio Gulio?
I'm probably going to get a phone call from my friend, the head of marketing over at the Mariners. Be like, can you pump the brakes on the Julio Gulio thing?
Come on. It's a great nickname that Steve came up with. And just in case they don't like
I just don't want to call him J-Rod.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. I mean, even though they've done that before. I mean, ever since anybody with the name Rodriguez is going to get some kind of rod, as it were. Yeah. So, but you're right, Steve. I'm with you. I kind of don't want to be thinking of that guy.
I don't have any real ill will towards Aaron. I don't know. It's just like we've already had an A-Rod here. I joke about it. I ended on bad terms with like that bad karma. But like, I don't know. I mean, I know that's his nickname. So who are we to tell him what to do? But who
are we?
Julio Gulio. That's who we are.
That's who we are. Okay, we're people that do not play the sport, and you know what? Anyone else tells them what to do, and why can't we?
That all being said, if the Mariners were selling a J-Rod Show shirt in black with white lettering, of course I would buy it.
Yeah.
The J-Rod Show is pretty awesome. Like, not just J-Rod itself, but calling it the J-Rod Show. I got to tell you, I can appreciate his attitude because I think he kind of knows he's got skills and abilities, even though he hasn't really done it on the major league level yet. But still, he's got a shirt. He's got something called the J-Rod Show. If he put that out, I'd be like, I love this guy's swagger. I just love it.
But yeah, we do have the video of, it's the hype video that the Mariners put out. Do yourself a favor and find it because it's a lot longer than the clip that we have and it has like a bunch of other audio and thrown in there as well and some great video clips, but it just gets you pumped for the start of the season. And it's Mitch Haniger's letter to Seattle Mariner fans that he put in the Players Tribune, but it's being narrated and read by Aaron Jones.
Dear Mariners fans, we hope this goes without saying. But the run we went on flat out does not happen without the energy that we got night in and night out. We don't want anyone thinking for a single minute that we feel even a little bit satisfied by how our season ended. We're crushed, man. We're pissed off, and we need every Mariners fan to know that. But we also need them to know something else. This group is going to the playoffs. And that's not an if. It's a win.
It is party time at home plate.
And that win is soon. But this is a damn start. We're going to end this f***ing drought.
Oh, man. And how about Aaron Jones, man, is becoming the sports dude?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it nuts? I mean, with the Kraken and now the Mariners, that's
Kraken
fantastic.
and stuff. The Seahawks have had him there as well. Why not, man? He's an awesome dude and puts up some pretty kick-ass jams, BJ.
Yeah, he does, man. So again, M's Twins, 1 o'clock, Root Sports. Check it out. Opening day, pretty exciting, man. It's always, it's always fun. And then, of course, you realize, oh yeah, this season doesn't end until September. Okay.
Someone has a good one. Instead of Julio Gulio, how about Julio Coolio?
Listen, this is your nickname you came up with. If you want to make a change, you get to make a change.
Why not both?
All right, look at you. You know what? There's
Depending
nothing like
on the mood.
Yeah. There's nothing like getting a nickname to stick by having multiple nicknames. That's how
we know it's not really going to stick. Nobody's embracing this other than me and the texter.
Was going to stick. It's going to stick. You watch. Because people are, they think we're idiots and they want to show how idiots can sometimes succeed.
It can only stick if Ryan Rowan Smith starts using it on Root Sports.
Oh, yeah, that's not going to happen. Hyphen's right, man. He's like, I gotta keep my head down low, man. I can't be doing stuff like that.
How long of a name can you put on a custom jersey?
Oh, wow.
Let's just get one.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. That's a big investment.
Yeah,
Let me check if that website from the other country has them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm sure they do. Yeah, shrink down the numbers, Danny. Give yourself a little bit more, name room. That's how you get it done. It is
Julio, number 44.
Yeah. Do it.
I'm going to see if I can find it.
Yeah, make that happen, man. I'm sure, Steve's place overseas will get it to you for like $30.
Oh, boy, Caesar already got a Russell Wilson jersey from that place.
Yeah, he did.
And he got it in record time. Like, it took me 8 years to get my Kraken jersey, and it took him 5 days.
Did you see Russell at the Denver Nuggets game?
I'm sick of watching him do cool stuff in Denver, man.
Yeah, I am too. I really.
It's like he's just blatantly making out with his new girlfriend in front of all of us.
His new girlfriend.
Yeah, the Denver.
Oh, okay. I was like, whoa, what's going on? Some scandal?
No, Sierra's there watching him do it. It's very weird.
Yeah, it's really weird, man.
Yeah, he was at a Denver Nuggets game and he threw a football out into the crowd, right?
Yeah. Which I'm not sure. I mean, it looked like that was a real football, and I'm like, I don't know, he could have hurt somebody because the guy can, the guy can throw.
Just peg somebody in the eye.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's a great idea.
What if he gets sued and they bankrupt the franchise?
Yeah. I was really shocked when I saw, wow, he whipped that into the crowd. I mean, he probably thought he lobbed it, but his lob is probably pretty fast.
Knowing his accuracy, he probably had a plant there, and it went perfectly in the hands of that person.
Yeah, that's a good point. I told Caesar that actually was intercepted for a pick six. Because he's got to send this crap to me, and I'm like, you know what? I'm so done. I am so done with it. Julio, he's designed.
Yep,
he's designed it.
I love both Danny and Vicky have made a custom jersey already on the Mariners team store that says Julio Gulio.
I wanted to see if I could fit in Coolio as well, but it only lets you do 12 characters.
Yeah, but Julio Gulio fits.
Julio,
perfect.
I wonder if the Mariners eventually would look at this.
It's only $394.
BJ, come on.
We'll start that GoFundMe.
That is a lot for a dumb idea. I'm sorry.
But we can earn $11.85 in fan cash for this item.
Yeah,
Still not.
I tried.
I mean, there's some, dumb ideas I'm willing to pay a couple bucks for, but not $300.
You and me both. I feel like a dumb idea. If it goes over $50, I start questioning if it's a good idea.
Yeah.
$300.
Yeah.
Well, it's man, that is amazing. I mean, really, that's what jerseys. I mean, I'm sure that's a complete replica of a Mariners jersey. It's got to be.
That seems a little over. I mean, who am I to say what's overpriced? But that seems a little overpriced for a baseball jersey.
Well, the Kraken ones were just about what,
$250?
Yeah, something like that.
And how much under $300? What about the Hawks? I feel like football jerseys are the most expensive.
120.
For like a legit.
No, I don't
know.
The replica ones. Yeah,
I think it's probably $250 to $300.
Yeah.
Well, you're right. Why is baseball? Why are they so much higher? Are they because they have buttons? Is it the buttons?
Buttons aren't cheap these days because of COVID. I hear.
Well, there's not a lot of option for Mariners jerseys right now. I'm wondering if they're just sold out of the cheaper options because you can usually do a replica version of it and customize it, but they don't have that option right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That could be, or maybe they're still. I have no idea what they're thinking.
That's crazy.
That's why I go with the T-shirt with the name and the number on the back.
Yeah, you're right.
The Mariner T-shirt. It's cheaper. I'll wear it more.
Julio Gulio.
Yeah. Oh, now that's a little bit more of my price.
Can you custom All right, figure out what a custom T-shirt costs. We'll see what that is.
All right.
Okay, we have a big question that needs to be answered right now. What do Ryan Castle and a chicken sandwich have in common? I'm going to tell you at 9:50 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and a chicken sandwich have in common?
Oh, man, I love the chicken sandwich. I'm probably about 25% chicken sandwich. The other 75% is tacos, of course. Mm-hmm. I'm a chicken sandwich connoisseur. If you've got a chicken sandwich on the menu, I'm going to have that chicken sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. So Steve likes to smash both? You can find Steve getting both at Popeyes.
Popeyes!
And both are things that Steve doesn't tell his wife about.
Here's a fun one. I'm not actually made of chicken.
Oh.
Like a lot of your chicken sandwiches.
Yeah. There's a cop in Texas that was outside a Whataburger that Steve decided not to go to. Instead, he went to
Wendy's.
Yeah. And so it happened on Tuesday. And how about this? The cop was worried about how many calories were in their honey butter chicken biscuit, which, by the way, 755, Mr. Officer.
That's it.
Well, the lobby was closed, so he couldn't go in to find out. So he decided to go up to the drive-thru menu. And that's when he went up to the drive-thru menu, he smelled a strong odor of marijuana coming from one of the cars in line. So he decides to pull that car over. Turns out there's a kid in there, a ton of weed in the car. He's got a gun under the seat.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, it's like...
And he was hungry because he was high.
Yeah, he was high. The gun belonged to his sister, so let's not judge, okay? That's right, it's his sister's gun. Ryan Castle, he's got a 12-pack, and it is all natural. Next.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
Very excited to chat with Ryan Roland Smith.
Everyone is calling Julio Rodriguez J-Rod.
I don't like it.
Steve doesn't like it. And so he wants to run this by you. Maybe you'll be the first guy to come up with and use this alternate nickname that Steve has for Julio.
Well, you remember in the Adam Sandler movie they referred to it was Julia Gulia? So I'm thinking we go with Julio Gulio.
Honestly, I don't mind that. That's actually very clever. Good job on that one.
CBJ, kiss my butt.
BJ and Migs mornings on The Rock 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. If I call Travis, will I actually see him or someone who works for him?
Absolutely. When you come in to my office, when you first call in, my staff will try to help you with any basic questions that you have. I can give you a call back, but they'll usually try to schedule you for a free consultation with me, the attorney, and I'll meet with you personally. We'll talk about the basics of your case, and I'll take you through a question and answer session an interview that usually lasts about 30 minutes. We'll get the basics of your financial situation. I can answer your questions, and we can talk about whether bankruptcy makes sense, your non-bankruptcy options, and how bankruptcy could affect you, what the process is.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.